Hey everyone, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Kyle Wright. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's gone. He circles the bases, his latest homer in an incredible season. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mark McGwire. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a run. It's 2-0. Singy, this was a mammoth home run over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Now it's the second baseman, number 50. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And that's a base hit.
I'll tack one more game onto his hitting streak, Boog. Every day, this guy just keeps making his record harder and harder to reach. I still can't believe what he's doing.
Yeah, neither can I. It's like he's playing on beginner mode out there. Next is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the first offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And here it comes. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. He made him pay for that one. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a couple more. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Reggie Jackson now at the plate. 5 for 8 in the series, so he's been hot. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to 1 inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
Drilled to left center, way back there, and that is gone. 3 in a row. Wow. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kyle Wright departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here comes the new arm for the Braves, Colin McHugh.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive, caught. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And this is a dangerous group, Chris. Top to bottom loaded with guys who can barrel up the baseball. A lot of high exit velocities. And that all results in a club that's leading the league in slugging percentage right now.
And Boog, that means the pitcher's got to be ready from the very first pitch of each and every at bat, because these guys, they're ready to jump all over you, and they've got the swing speed, the velocity through the zone, however you want to measure it.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Cut off, throw to second. The tag out. Here's Shohei Ohtani crushing the ball in this series. So far, he's picked up 6 extra base hits. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. Shohei Ohtani goes deep. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Lou Gehrig. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 8-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So up next, Mark McGwire. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's out to center field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, showing the slab in today's game, Mike Messina. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. And a pitch. There's the strike.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's in there for strike 1.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there are 2 outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
On the ground. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, number 50. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Hammered, base hit, and that's going to get into the corner.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
No outs. Runner on second. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Acuna makes the catch. Runner tags for home. In comes the run from third. And they now lead by 9. Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. The solo homer his first time. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Reggie chugging around third. He scores, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Here's a big power threat. Ken Griffey Jr. He's 0 for 1. That gets by him. Jeter coming home. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and they extend their lead.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jorge Posada. And first offering is fouled off. Junior leads off first with 1 away. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. A 2-run shot, and they add a pair. It's 13-0, and the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is, Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Line drive, knocks it down. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the batting order turns over, and next for New York, Lou Gehrig. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. but they tack on 5 runs. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The Yankees lead it 13-0. Bottom of the second, digging in, number 50. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swings through that.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here is Matt Olson. Swing and a miss. 0-1. When you think about the best defensive first baseman in the game, Olson is certainly in the conversation. He's won multiple Gold Gloves over there, and it seems like he picks everything.
One of those guys that the infielders love because he makes that third baseman, shortstop, and second baseman even better, saving those errors.
Out towards right center field, and Olson is set down. 2 down.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Marcel.
2 outs, base is empty. Now in for the Braves, Marcell Ozuna. Had the day off yesterday. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Struck him out looking. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Here's some real power at the plate. Mark McGwire. Lee back to work. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. His second home run of the game. It's 14-0.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
And up next for New York, number 50. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. He'll touch them all. His 64th home run of the season. It's 15-0. This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Lucas Litke.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Babe Ruth will hit next. And there's a hit.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
So digging in, Reggie Jackson. Liner snagged at first. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. And stepping in is the speedy Derek Jeter. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Banks off the wall. The throw to third. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
It's always a big risk when you try to take third with 2 outs, but that outfielder had perfect technique, and the throw was on the money. It takes a perfect one to get him. Great job to.
Welcome back. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. The wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
In the air, right field. Jackson should have this one. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Sean Murphy, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 2 away now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Aledmys Diaz now. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. That one's in there, 0-1. Diaz goes 6'1", 195 pounds. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. And he deals. On the ground to the left. Jeter sends it to first. Play made. That ends the inning. And the Braves go down quietly. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Back here at the ballpark, on to the 4th. And the batter now, Ken Griffey Jr. And a pitch. On the ground, right side. Olsen steps on the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The catcher, Jorge Posada.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jorge Posada. Now a screamer into the outfield. And no one can get there. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here's the left fielder, Shohei Ohtani. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And he'll play it on a bounce. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So up next, Lou Gehrig. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw into third. He's in safely at second. And a run comes in to score. The tag, and he's out.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. To third. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
And welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris. The wind and the pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
0-2 now. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Fly to left his first time up. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. That one's in there. Strike one.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
The 0-2. Just missed. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Righty to the plate. There's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Braves go down quickly here. Still 16-0. Back at Truist Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's going to be number 50. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
Liner, base hit.
Wastes no time there. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
Man at first, Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Really nice swipe of second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
Yo, one. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
Wow, these guys are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Runner at third here. Nobody out. Line drive. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So, man aboard. And next for New York, Reggie Jackson. On a line out towards center. And there's one away.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
And up next for New York, Derek Jeter. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 3. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. He sends it out of here. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add to the lead. It's 19-0. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tie in some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So they bring on the veteran, Raisel Iglesias. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Right there. Iglesias.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 20-0. Singy, that's his 431st career homer, and it ties him with Cal Ripken Jr.
Well, Cal hit double-digit homers for 20 seasons in a row, and that makes this trip around the bases even a little more special, I'm sure. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And that one wrapped foul. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. And that turns the lineup over. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So digging in, Lou Gehrig. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. In the air, left field. Ozuna makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Last half of the 5th coming up. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, number 50. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. McGuire right there to make the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Olsen stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. And Olsen is set down.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. He goes down looking. And stepping in for the Yankees, Mark McGuire. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
The wind of the pitch. Line drive, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall.
Now batting, number 50.
Number 50 stepping in now for the Yankees. That's hard hit on the line. That one hops against the fence. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Babe Ruth, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially...
Lined into left center, base hit. 1 run across, another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and the lead continues to grow.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Nick Anderson in. And now Reggie Jackson. Rocketed out towards right center. Squeezes it. Runner tags up for third. In there safely.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside. For just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they...
Dives and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And now they have a base runner at second.
The catcher, Jorge.
And now the big-time power threat, Jorge Posada. Into center, number 50. Should have this one. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. Yankees out in front, 23-0. Back here in Atlanta, now Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Righty delivers. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So here's Murphy now. Struck out swinging his first time.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. This one popped up. Number 50 on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Aledmys. Diaz.
2 outs, base is empty. And it's Aledmys Diaz. Grounded out his first time. Popped up. Jeter makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Anderson back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the 3rd baseman, Lou Gehrig. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Makes the catch up against the wall. Runner tagging for 3rd.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
Mark McGwire stepping in now for the Yankees. That one hammered center field. That's back. Gone. He crushes that one to center field. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 25-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
1 out, base is empty. And now it's going to be number 50. Swung on. Belted. Ozuna ranging back. Looking up, and that one's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 65 on the year. And they boost their lead. It's 26-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Kirby Yates.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now the DH, Babe Ruth. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That's ripped. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And next for New York, Derek Jeter.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Base knock center field. Ruth around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they extend their lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing. Hard hit ball.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. Rip to right, base hit. The run scores from third, and the lead continues to grow. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner from third comes across, and they extend their lead. He's in there.
Picks himself up an RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Shohei Ohtani now at the plate. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back here at the ballpark, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Michael Harris. The right-hander back to work. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. That was a moonshot, and they're on the board. It's 29-1.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Mike Messina gives way, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Jimmy Cordero.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One and two now on Acuna. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Here comes a pitch. Hit hard. That gets through.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And now, number 50. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, could be 2. Tosses to first, out, number 2.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's Matt Olson. And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. Foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Going 2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Man at second. This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires over to first. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Braves get 1 on the big fly. 8th inning coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the 8th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Lou Gehrig. The pitch. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Acuna makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mark.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Mark McGwire. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, number 50.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, number 50. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Way at the plate. Got him.
Well, clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
So, man aboard. Now, here is Babe Ruth. Runner takes off for third. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
The 0-1. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. Nice grab. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. Wandy Peralta gets the call from the pen.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
The 1-0. And a foul ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike. Got a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game. Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Next one is off the play. Going to count 1-2.
It's a good take.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and deals. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. New arm out of the bullpen, A.J. Minter.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And now the right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The pitch. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Ozuna makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Puts it in the air out towards left center. That's a base hit.
Now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Runner on the go. Throw. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Kicks and fires. Ripped on a line. And that gets down into the gap. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. Not in time. He's got a double. And up next for New York, Jorge Posada. Base hit. Here comes Junior around third. Throws to second. He pulls into second as a run scores.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Shohei Ohtani stepping in now for the Yankees. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Posada around third. The relay to second, and he's out. But 1 run is in to score.
The third baseman, number 4, Lou.
So the lineup flips over, and stepping in for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
So 2 down. Mark McGwire stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one hammered back there. And that one is gone.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now at the plate, number 50. And there's a base hit to left.
I mean, come on, have a game. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding the hole in the defense.
In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Welcome back. So bottom of the ninth. Aledmys Diaz now.
Third baseman.
Peralta measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And he grounds one to the right side. Gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Michael.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, Michael Harris.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And the 0-1. Little chopper rolls foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Tapped softly on the ground. Garrett. And he beats it with room to spare.
See, Boog, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there at that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place, and just can't make that throw to beat the runner. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
On the ground. Oh, he gloves it. The throw to second, and he threw it away. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
Number 1 next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. Harris at third. Acuna over at second with 1 down. The next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. In the air of the infield, number 50 settles underneath it. He makes the grab. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Number 50 next up for the Braves. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your pack.
Right through there, got him. That's the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Time of the ball game.
Mm-hmm.